My name's Lesley, and I'm going to be reading the story this week. This is a story that Jesus told. One day, a Jewish man who lived in Jerusalem had to go on the long trip to Jericho. He set off down the long, dusty, lonely path with the intention of reaching Jericho as soon as he could. He took some food and some money and a change of clothes and set off on his way. Now the journey was really quite scary because the road travelled between the mountains and the rocks and sand where it was well known that robbers lurked. But today was a bright day, and you can imagine him humming away as he walked. Suddenly, the man spotted movement in the hills and the rocks. Perhaps it was because the sun was bright and dazzling, he thought. But no, he could almost feel someone was behind him. Before he knew what was happening, a band of robbers had pulled him to the ground and began kicking him as he lay helpless on the dusty floor. They ripped most of his fine clothes off him, and taking his possessions, they sped off into the hills, leaving the man badly injured and unable to move. The sun was stronger and the road dustier as the day went on, and the poor man was so hurt he was unable to help himself. Before long, in the distance, he saw through the half-closed eyes the blur of a person heading his way. He thought it might be the robbers back again, but as the person came nearer, he saw it was a Jewish priest. "Oh, he will help me," thought the man. "He's a godly man." But the priest took a look at the man as he was passing, and then he looked around for the robbers to appear and hurt him too. So he rushed away on his journey, leaving the man alone again. Before a great deal of time had passed, the man, now very thirsty in the heat of the day and bleeding into the dusty ground, heard footsteps again. Peering through swollen eyes, he saw a Levite hurrying towards him. "Will he help me?" the man thought. But no, the Levite didn't even cross over the roadway to look at him. He just carried on his way. The sun was now beginning to go down, and the man was barely awake when a third traveller came along. This traveller got off his donkey and went over to the bruised and the battered man. But when the man saw who was standing over him, he was concerned, as this was one of the race that didn't have anything to do with Jews, a Samaritan. But the Samaritan took wine and oil from his own possessions and gave it to the Jew to help to bind his wounds and quench his thirst. He took some of his own clothing and he covered him before helping him onto his own donkey and taking him to the nearest town on the way. When they arrived at the next town, the Samaritan went into an inn and asked the innkeeper to give the man a room and food until he was able to continue his journey. And he paid it all out of his own money, saying he'd pay any other money that was due when he came back that way another day. Now, when Jesus told this story, it was to show that regardless of whether we're black or white, Jew, Christian, boy or girl, rich or poor, whoever we are, we're to treat each other as we'd like to be treated ourselves. So today and tomorrow and the day after and forever, we have to remember to be kind, helpful and respectful to everyone, whether or not they are to you. Bye.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, that was another super story, wasn't it? Thank you so much for those of you that have been sending in messages to Mandy. She had a lovely homemade card through the door the other day, wishing that she would get better, and she is getting better. She's still not quite there yet. Hope she'll be back with us soon telling the stories. In the meantime, we've got a special kind of quiz today. I've got a number of objects around me here, and I want you to see if you can guess what they are without me showing them to you. I'm going to describe them. I'm going to give you clues as to what these things are, and I want to see if you can guess. There'll be 5 clues for each object. See if you can get it after the first clue. If not, see if you can get it after the second or the third or even the fourth or the fifth. Are we ready? What is my first object? Well, I keep these in a special case. Any ideas what I might keep in a special case? These cases can come in different colours, but the particular one I'm using at the moment is coloured green. Does that help? Any ideas? I have to clean what's inside this case very regularly. Most days, in fact. What might I have to clean every day if I want to use them? The fourth clue, I wonder if anyone's got it yet. The fourth clue, what's inside the case, comes in lots of different shapes and sizes, and it can have different coloured frames. Does that help? No? Oh, I'll have to give you the last clue then, and it's this one. What's inside this case actually helps me to see properly. Does that help? Yes, I'm actually wearing them now. It's these, my glasses. I want you to keep them in the case and then get them out. Here's the case, the green case, and they were inside here. But I couldn't keep them in the case because I couldn't see very well without them and I couldn't see my clues. So did you get the first one? It was my glasses. This is the second one. I've got quite a few of this kind of book. It's a book, but what book? I've got quite a few of these. No. The second clue is I read this book every day. That makes it a bit of a special book. There's not many books we read each day. And actually, the third clue is this. This might give it away. This is actually a book that's made up of 66 different books, all put together. Yeah. That's right. That's right. And we use this book. I'll just give you one more clue, fourth clue. And we use this book a lot in church. I think you know it now, don't you? Here it is. It's my Bible. Yes, got lots of different kinds of Bibles, and this is the one I'm using just at the moment. Did you get it? The third object. Well, I have one of these and I use it every day. Every day I use this. Any ideas? The second clue is I keep this with me all of the time when I'm awake. When I'm up and about and out of bed, I use this a lot of the time. I have it near to me. In fact, this might give it away. Thirdly, I wear it on my wrist. Any ideas? I think that might have given it away. Fourth clue is that it's round and it has a strap. And the fifth clue is that I use it to tell the time. Yeah, you knew it, didn't you? It is my wristwatch. Yes, you got it. I'm going to put it back on my wrist now, or I won't know what the time is, and that's no good at all, is it? Or I'll go on forever and ever and ever. The next one, this one, I keep it in a red case. Other people will have one of these. Their case may not necessarily be red, but mine is. Have you seen something that I have that has a red case? Some people use these. This is the second clue. Some people use these to take photos. I don't actually, but some people can. The third clue. Some people can actually watch television programs and videos on theirs. Again, I can't on mine, but Mandy probably can on hers. The fourth clue is that it can make a noise sometimes. I think you're beginning to get the idea. And fifthly, I use it to speak to people and to listen to people that are usually a distance away, not anywhere near, certainly not in my house, but somewhere else. You've got it. I can see that you've got it. Here's the red case. And here is my mobile phone. Did you get it? Expect mum and dad or brothers and sisters might have one of those. Okay, what's this next thing? I usually carry quite a few of these around with me in my pocket. What might that be? Secondly, I have some of these for my house. It's a strange thing to say, for my house. No? Then I'll give you another clue. Thirdly, I have some of these for my car. Oh, what might we use for our house and for our car? And I also have, fourthly, one of these for my mobility scooter that helps me get around because I don't walk all that well. I can't walk too far. But my mobility scooter helps me get around, and I need one of these, clue, to help it work. And this is the last clue. I'm sure you'll get it after this. I use these to lock and unlock things. You got it now, haven't you? Yes, it's my keys. Of course, my keys. What about this one? These come in lots of different colours. The one I have with me today is red, but it could be just about any colour actually. You can buy these, this is the second clue, you can buy these in shops, in supermarkets, and in garden centres. The third clue, you can even send these through the post for special occasions. The fourth clue is that ladies especially, men too, like these as presents or gifts. And I think this last one will give it away. The fifth clue is that we can grow these in the garden. Yes, it's a flower. Here it is. It's a red rose. Very good. What about this next one? You can wear this. Oh, there's quite a few different things that we wear that might not narrow it down enough, but have a guess and see if you're right. You can wear this. Secondly, these come in different shapes, styles, sizes, and colours. That doesn't help all that much either, does it? But it might be enough for you to guess. Any ideas? Thirdly, we particularly wear these outdoors. When we go out of the house, we tend to wear these, not so much indoors. Any ideas? No? I'll give you the fourth clue. We usually wear two of them at once. What might that be? That narrows it down quite a bit, doesn't it? Any ideas? And the fifth and last clue is that we put them on our feet. Any idea? Yes, it's a shoe. Did you get it? I've got just two more. Okay, this is the next one. Some of these can make a really nice smell in the house. Any idea? The second clue is that we see a lot of these at Christmas time, but you can get them all year round. What might it be? We see a special lot of them at Christmas. This might give it away. Thirdly, they are made out of wax. Wax. I can see your eyes lighting up now. I think you've got it. But let's give you another clue. The next clue is they can help light the room up when it's dark. Ooh. And the fifth clue, this will give it away, is you have to set light to them. You've got it, haven't you? Yes, it's a candle. Here, this one is a long, thin one, but we've got lots of others in the house, different shapes, some in jars, some big, some small, some thin, some fat. It's a candle, and this is the last one for today. Are we ready? I usually have a few of these in my pocket. What do I have in my pocket, you ask? No, I'm asking that because that's the object. Any ideas? The second thing is I use one of these at work and at home. In fact, all over the place. Does that help? Thirdly, you might use one of these at school, perhaps, or something like it. The fourth clue, next to last clue, is that they use ink. That gives it away, doesn't it? And the fifth clue, the last clue of all, is that we write with this. What is it? It's my pen. I usually have a handful of pens in my pocket. You don't often catch me without a pen. Yes, did you get all of those? How many did you get? Did you get any of them first time? Well, that's all for this week. I shall see you next Sunday with another quiz, and we'll have another super story. I wonder who's bringing it next week. But it's Steve saying bye for now.